going.
And welcome into Bob Trosset Live. We are officially almost through with the Pyeongchang 2018.
Hi, Bob Trosset
This is
Live.
Bob Trosset Live?
This is Bob Trosset Live.
Wow, this is our first appearance on Bob Trosset
Can I
Live.
introduce? I should probably introduce you.
Yes.
These are my co-hosts this evening, just for a few minutes. They just finished up the Pyeongchang 2018 Today Show live here, and a lot of people are getting ready to go out of here. So let's start it with this. First of all, this is Hoda. This is Savannah.
Hi, guys. This is so
Hi.
exciting, Bob.
I want to start with you, Savannah. You didn't have a chance to get to Rio. So how special is it to be here now?
I'm so happy to be back at the Olympics. I love the Winter Olympics. I grew up in the desert, so I think everything about snow and ice is totally fascinating and mystifying. And we've had a great time, and it's crazy because it's like 400 o'clock right now. We're on the nighttime because we're here in South Korea, and it's just been great. We've had a great time.
We've had a ball.
These two have been going nonstop. We had a chance to kind of spend some time up in the mountains the other day.
We did.
You guys were heart-throbbing for Gus. Hoda, what has been your biggest takeaway so far?
You know what? There have been a lot of great gold medal moments, and we were talking about the U.S. women's hockey team that just had this thriller, this nail-biter in the last seconds, and to watch those kids be able to get that gold medal after all these years was remarkable. But Savannah and I have talked, too, about Nathan Chen, how we watched a guy who was destined for gold have a rough first day, and on day two, he did something remarkable. Like, in front of the world, he did things no other Olympian has done on the ice. And that, to me, takes so much more sometimes to be able to do that.
Yeah, the fact that he dug deep and he turned in his best performance ever. And he actually came on the show and told us he had never actually successfully done 6 quads, even in practice. And here he is at the Olympics with all the pressure on him. And he's like, you know what? I got nothing to lose. I'm going to go for it. So I thought, you know what? He just told the world what he's made of.
Yeah.
What is it about the Olympics? And I'll let you fight over this one. What is it about the Olympics that sort of gives you that refreshing feeling, or something that still excites you? Because you guys do a lot. Let's face it, throughout the year, you do a ton of different events. What is it about that spirit that comes with the Olympics?
I think we get to watch a young man or a young woman walk into this place, in this arena, and they start off as someone you've never heard of. And then after they do one remarkable performance, they become a household name. And all this, and you get to watch a transformation like that, Bobby. And I mean, think about how many times you've watched someone's life change, for real. And here you get to see it, up close and personal. And it's remarkable.
We love to bask in their glory. A lot of times, because of the time change here, they would come to our set right after they got their medals. And for them to come in and their eyes were shining, that look of pride, it's just contagious. And I think, you know, when you're here, you catch the fever. And it's great to just root for Team USA and everybody be on the same side. And I always get chills when I hear our anthem being played. And I just think the Olympics are still one of those things that everybody wants to crowd around the TV and watch. And I love that.
One thing that's so interesting about our team this year is how diverse it is, especially in age. How do you guys handle your delivery in terms of, you could be talking to a 17-year-old in Red Gerard or somebody who's a veteran like Shaun White?
I mean, I think an athlete is an athlete is an athlete, and I think our favorite interviews are when someone just tells you the truth about what they're feeling. And I think it's fun to interview a 17-year-old who feels like, wow, gee whiz, and they're bright-eyed. But a Shaun White who came back and did it again, that was one of those remarkable moments.
We're just excited to talk to the athletes, and we just meet them where we find them. And you know, sometimes they come in and they may be disappointed with what's happened, and sometimes they come in and they're beaming with pride, and we're just happy to be with them. And you know, I think the way we both look at it is, if they're here, they are amazing. To even get here is just so improbable. It takes so much that we don't see. Getting up early and going to the skating rink, working out, watching what you eat, all the things we don't do
ever
and haven't done here in Pyeongchang. They do so well. So we just salute them, and you know, we're rooting for them.
Last question. All right, we all know you guys on camera. Everybody tuning in, obviously big fans. What's the relationship like? We see the chemistry between you two on the air. What's it like behind the scenes?
Well, Bob, we're in love.
Yes, and today's the moment we announce it to the world. Savannah's right. You know what's funny? Think about any time in your life you spent 2 weeks with somebody. We've literally spent I haven't even been on a vacation with Joel for that long. I mean, this has been a period of time, and you really get to know someone. Savannah and I have spent time with the group, with other people and just time with just us. And some of my favorite memories are when we were sitting in that restaurant.
I know,
on
so
the floor
good.
and pouring our souls out and drinking soju and beer and just talking about life. It's a cool place. This kind of opportunity you don't get much because usually Savannah goes home to her kids, I go home to Haley and Joel, and that's how we roll. But this is one of those rare moments.
We've always loved it. When you take the show on the road, it's a little bit like summer camp or winter camp, and you get to hang out and see people and really spend a lot of time with them and eat meals. And this has been one of the best Olympic experiences that I can remember, and it's just been fun. And I mean, to do the show with Hoda is like to just do it with your pal, and it feels light and effortless. And I think we both feel really lucky that we get to be here and that we got to do this together.
And I second that as well. It's an honor to watch you two kind of form that partnership, and from my second Olympics now, it's been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you guys coming on.
We love you, Bobby T.
Let me know next time we're skiing, okay?
All right.
Oh my gosh. That was
We'll
my
let you
last
know.
ski.
Well, Gus may want to do it again.
Yeah, well, thanks, Bob.
She's Savannah. She's Hoda. I'm Bob Trosset saying good night from the final Today Show here at Pyeongchang 2018.
Bobby T.